Hello guys and welcome here to the Jello Cup series. This is the Gander RV Duels at Daytona. This is duel number 1. Duel number 2 will be here shortly in this broadcast. So today we set, for this race, we're going to be setting the inside row for the Daytona 500 on Sunday. And starting on the pole will be your Daytona 500 pole sitter, Audra Baranowskis. And to her outside will be the 62, the go-or-go-home car, Joshua Ciculli. I mentioned that he is a go-or-go-homer. Excuse me. And while Joshua Ciculli is a go-or-go-homer, he is locked into the Daytona 500. He is one of 3 guys that locked in on pole day qualifying. Him, Bob Wurth, and DJ Dogo, who will be in Gander RV Duel 2, have all locked in. The guys who have to race their way in today are Zach Fitzwater Sr., Francis Hawes, Trevor Collins, and William Brock. Those 4 are going to be battling for 2 transfer spots into the Daytona 500 in this Can-Am duel. Which one of them will make it? Who will start third in the Daytona 500? That will all be determined right now as we take you to your starting lineup. Or we'll be right back, actually, here on NCN. Welcome back. As you see, the starting lineup is on the left-hand side of your screen. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Just had to sneeze there. Yeah, so Audra Baranowskis will be on the pole no matter what. And the question is for the go-or-go-homers, do they lay back in this session and say, hey, we're locked in, we don't need to race this hard, and risk wrecking the primary? That could be the decision of a lot of drivers today. But Can-Am Duel 1 is underway. Another thing that's up for grabs in this Can-Am duel is points. The winner of this race will get 1 playoff point, and the top 5 will receive points toward the regular season. See, the 62 dives to the inside. He got second, and now he's going to look for the lead, but will he have help? Not really. The 11 of Kevin McHugh not coming down to help him. He said, I don't think so, buddy. They're going 3 by 3. This is not going to work. And I was right. The 6 is around. The leader's wrecked. The caution is out. And the 17 of Anthony Logan, his car is stalled on the racetrack. As for the rest of the leaders, it doesn't look like any damage is sustained. Boy, it took them a while to get a tow truck over there. Yeah, it looks like no serious damage is done, but regardless, let's go see a replay. Just way too chaotic on the first lap. You see the 23 gets a little loose, hooks the 17, and these guys are just innocent bystanders in this wreck. 43 goes around. I don't see exactly what causes the 17 to stall out. Maybe he just couldn't get the car refired, is my guess. And then you see the 43 sliding across the line there. And will he get a... Yes, he's going to get a piece of that inside wall. Ever so slightly, but let's exactly see what happened. Let's go on the helmet cam of Anthony Logan. Because I really don't know what to make of this. Yeah, maybe a couple of hits from other drivers looking at it full speed. Yeah, he might have killed the transmission. I'm not too sure, but let's take you back to the green here. Here we go. We are getting ready for the restart. There's still a little bit of smoke in the air. Joshua Ciculli is the leader right now. Zach Fitzwater's in 17th as we're taking a look at the go-or-go-homers coming to the restart. Francis Hawes is in 14th. Trevor Collins is in 18th. And William Brock just ahead of him and Zach Fitzwater. So Brock and Hawes have the two transfer spots as we're back underway here. See the 14, Dick Clark. He's in second right now. Here comes the pole sitter, Audra Baranowskis, to the inside. Hopefully we will not see as chaotic of a restart. Or chaotic of a lap. To the inside goes Dick Clark. He looks for the lead. And he will get it. With help from the 37, that is Ricky Logan. Back there again, the 10's going to get a little bit loose. And doesn't look like it's going to amount to anything there, but the 14 will lead the lap. Coming to 5 to go. Here we go. It's going to be 3 wide for the lead. And this is going to hurt the 14. He's stuck on that outside lane. And Charles Sanford now to the race lead. You see back there, that's Francis Hawes in the 12th spot. And now the top go-or-go-homer, meaning that's the transfer spot. 37 almost bounced back off the wall and wrecked the field as Steve Morgan goes to the race lead. Yeah, Francis Hawes and William Brock are the two transfer positions right now as they stand. We will keep an eye on that as here goes Trevor Collins to the inside and the 4 will dive down and block. Now the question is going to be, how aggressive are you going to be in the closing stages of this Gander RV duel? You know, how bad do you want it? That's the question. As Dick Clark goes back to the race lead, coming to 3 to go. Francis Hawes is now on the inside. Keep in mind, that's the transfer spot. That's one of the transfer spots. The other one is held by William Brock on that inside lane, the 88 car, trying to make it into the field. Francis Hawes looks for the lead. She said, they said, no more. We may have the transfer spot, but we want the win too. 34 to the race lead. And the 14 in the wall. Here goes Charles Sanford. 2 laps to go. The 88 gets hung out into the middle. He's in the sucker hole. That's going to open the door for Zach Fitzwater to make the field. Zach Fitzwater and the 36 of Trevor Collins, as of right now, have those 2 transfer spots. The guys battling for it for the final one are 3 wide, and it's settled. Both William Brock and Francis Hawes hung out on the outside lane. Oh, 88 in the wall, 34 in the wall. Is now the 4 and the 36 with those 2 transfer spots. White flag, 1 lap to go. Zach Fitzwater Sr. in the race lead. And now he's hung to the outside. Who's going to get to that inside lane faster? The 88's down there. Francis Hawes is still hung out on the outside lane. And Kevin McHugh goes to the race lead. Here goes Dylan Young with teammate Mitchell Collins. Will they have enough time? Coming through turns 3 and 4, William Brock to the inside. Could he get the transfer position? It's going to come down to the line, and Kevin McHugh's going to win. But who got the transfer position? Timing and scoring says it's William Brock that will transfer to the Daytona 500. Timing and scoring also says the 34 of Francis Hawes will transfer in. Job well done for those two. Not only will they transfer in, they're going to have some decent starting positions right there. Zach Fitzwater led us to the white flag. Looked like he had it. And unfortunately, just not to be today. They will pack up and head off to Atlanta. But it'll be a long drive back to Charlotte for them before that. And then Trevor Collins almost got the job done too. A tough break for that third Front Row Motorsports car. However, one of them is in the Daytona 500. And I suppose that's a good sign, but Trevor Collins wishes it was him in the race, I'm sure. But all 4 Hendrick cars are in. Let us show you your results now. And we'll give you a quick glance at that. Kevin McHugh, Dylan Young, Mitchell Collins, Joshua Ciculli, Steve Morgan, Dick Clark, William Brock, Audra Baranowskis, Francis Hawes, and Zach Fitzwater, your top 10. Fitzwater will not make the Daytona 500. Tough break for them. We'll be right back in a moment with Can-Am Duel, or Gander RV Duel number 2 here from Daytona. Welcome back here to Daytona. Congratulations to Kevin McHugh. He gets the first playoff point of the regular season and is currently your point leader as well. We'll see who will tie him here today for the point lead, as it'll be Jonathan Rains and Austin Shaw on the front row for this event. Jonathan Rains is your outside pole sitter. Today we will set the outside now. The outside row for the Daytona 500. Locked into the race as far as the go-or-go-homers go. We mentioned TJ Dogo. Dogo is one of those guys. And then we mentioned, so now we have 38 cars locked in. Joining those guys locked in now is Francis Hawes and William Brock. Trevor Collins and Zach Fitzwater are going home. Will not make the race. The guys who will be attempting to make the race now are Carter Friesen, Damian Blue, Patrick Smith, and Hillary Sanchez. The two JBM guys will start at the back of the field, and watch them because they were fastest in the go-or-go-home practice working together. Could we see a bit of the same today from them? Will we see a chaotic wreck on the first lap of the race? We are about to find out who will make it, what we will see in just a moment. We'll be right back with your starting lineup right after this. Welcome back. You are seeing the starting lineup on the right, or on the left-hand side of your screen right now. You mentioned Jonathan Rains. He entered this season having to fill some big shoes. He replaces the champion of the series, Diego Yepes, in that ride. And we'll see what he's able to do here today. This team was very successful on the restrictor plates. Austin Shaw, he will be making his debut in the Daytona 500, but getting a little bit of practice as the pace car peels off. Green flag is in the air. Gander Duel 2 is underway. And right away, they're still neck and neck. It looks like Austin Shaw had a little bit of a better start to the race. He just doesn't have the drafting help behind him, as Casey Naneko pulled up right to the bumper of the 00. He did not want to let that 42 in. The other question is who's going to be laying back in the stool and essentially taking the starting position that they're given after this. You know, just a lot at stake. Also, who's going to be racing for points here? Keep in mind the top 5 start out the season with a little bit of a bonus in the points department. Oh boy, they're bouncing off the wall, but they keep it together. DJ Dogo to second as well. Here comes Richard Kinghart. He's going to try to take second. And they save it back there. In the meantime, we almost had a wreck. Now here comes the 32. That is Nate Rattray, I believe. No, Tyler Rattray in the 32 for Go Fast Racing. He's going to go to the race lead. Here comes the 1 as well. That's Andrew Wilson. They're bouncing off the wall again. The 38 down low on the apron of the track. So is the 55. Keep an eye on this. This could get a little bit dicey. And the 55 slow. She's gonna stay down there. Looks like an issue for Hillary Sanchez, and she might lose the draft because of this. Yeah, a handful of guys gonna lose the lead draft out of this. As of now, by the looks of it, the 65 in the 50 or in the 38. So Patrick Smith in the 38 of Carter Friesen, they currently hold the 2 transfer positions. Right behind him, though, is Damian Blue. He's looking for one of those transfer spots into the 500. The other one looking for it, Hillary Sanchez, she is stuck without... Well, she caught the tail end of that draft. And she's getting a lot of drafting help. They're tandeming the 3 of Nathan Faden and the 55 there, tandem drafting. And they were carrying a lot of speed. See there, 65 got moved way up the track, and he's going to lose his spot, coming to 5 to go. Carter Friesen, though, to the race lead. And now here goes Damian Blue to the inside. Damian Blue to the lead, and he holds the top transfer spot. Right now his teammate Richard Kinghart is already locked into the race. And not only is he trying to get that transfer spot, he's trying to start in 4th and get some serious points to help him. Oh man, they're off the walls again. Back there, 4 to go this time. 38 hard into the outside wall, but he'll get back to the inside. Oh, wrong car. There we go. Look behind him, though. That's Patrick Smith. In that 65, he's caught the tail end of the lead draft. And now the 32 and the 71. That's Johnny Gardner and Tyler Rattray. They're going to pass that 38. We're keeping an eye on this because the 38 holds that final transfer spot at the current moment. And if he can't get a draft soon, he's going to be in trouble. As we come to 3 laps to go, Damian Blue still your race leader. Oh, the 65 is back here, and he's looking now. I believe the 65 last season missed the Daytona 500. And look who else is back here. That's Hillary Sanchez. She now has a hold of that lead draft, it looks like. I don't know if that's going to be enough right there. If that 62 or 55 is somehow, some way able to get a hold of that lead draft again, This could get interesting. Or able to catch the leaders. This could get very interesting. You see the 65 and the 38 starting to work together. But the other thing is, what if these leaders wreck on the last lap? That's also a possibility. We've seen last lap crashes here. Because this could put someone right back into position. Here goes 65. This is for the transfer spot. And maybe they know they don't really have a chance at catching this 52, so they're going to have to battle it out. Oh, not the 65 down on the apron at the white flag. 1 lap to go. He's going to hold that inside. Maybe it was a blocking move. And the 65 is on the apron. There's got to be an issue with that car. Up front, though, we do have to focus our attention on that battle for the lead. Here we go through turns 3 and 4. Damian Blue, will he get challenged for the lead? Could the 8 pull down inside? He will not. Damian Blue transfers to the Daytona 500 and wins Can-Am or Gatorade Duel. Oh my gosh. Gander RV Duel number 2. Oh my goodness, I can't even pronounce the name right. Back to the big battle. Who got it? Patrick Smith will transfer into the Daytona 500. So JBM will be well represented by him in the Daytona 500. Hillary Sanchez. She may not have made the Daytona 500, but her perseverance somehow start to catch that lead pack is remarkable, and that's something to be said about this 55 team. They could be fast this year. The second JBM team will not make the Daytona 500, neither will the 38 of Carter Friesen. That's a tough break for those two. Let's take a look at your results here. Damian Blue, the go-or-go-homer, pulls off the upset in the Gander RV Duel at Daytona. Eric Faden, Andrew Wilson, Austin Shaw, Jonathan Raines, Johnny Gardner, Angel Navarro, Tyler Rattray, Richard Kinghart, and DJ Dogo round out your top 10. Once again, congratulations to 65. A late pass gives them the transfer spot, and they will be the next car, final car that makes it into the Great American Race. We will have practice tomorrow, and then these guys will be back on track on Sunday for the Great American Race. We hope you will tune in. Thank you for watching. Good night, everybody.